The worst kind of fat to consume is trans fat. Trans fats, commonly known as trans fatty acids, enhance bad cholesterol while also lowering good cholesterol, in contrast to normal dietary fats. Heart disease, the #1 killer of adults, is increased by a diet high in trans fats. The risk of heart and blood vessel disease increases with the amount of trans fats consumed. Because trans fats are so harmful, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, forbids food producers from incorporating the main artificial trans fat source into foods and beverages. The usage of trans fats has been restricted or outlawed in a number of nations and American towns. The FDA anticipates that this action will stop countless heart attacks and fatalities each year. Yet, some items with additional trans fats can still be available as the regulation takes effect. So, what are trans fat? The majority of trans fats are produced industrially by adding hydrogen to vegetable oil, which makes the oil solidify at room temperature. Foods manufactured with this partially hydrogenated oil have a longer shelf life because it is less expensive and prone to spoilage. As partly hydrogenated vegetable oil doesn't need to be changed as frequently as other oils, several restaurants utilize it in their deep fryers. Natural trans fats are present in trace amounts in some meat and dairy products. It's unclear, though, how these trans fats harm health. Doctors are concerned about trans fats because they raise the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and type 2 diabetes. Trans fats are also bad for your cholesterol levels. Cholesterol is classified into two types. LDL cholesterol is short for low-density lipoprotein cholesterol. LDL, or bad cholesterol, can accumulate in artery walls, hardening and narrowing them. High-density lipoprotein cholesterol, HDL, or good cholesterol, collects excess cholesterol and transports it to the liver. Trans fats raise LDL cholesterol while decreasing HDL cholesterol, increasing the risk of a heart attack or stroke. So which foods contain trans fat? Trans fats are most commonly introduced during the manufacturing process in commercially processed foods. Because partially hydrogenated oils can raise cholesterol and increase your risk of heart disease, the following foods should be avoided. 1. Fast foods, such as tater tots and French fries. 2. Certain spreads, such as margarine or peanut butter. 3. Snack foods like chips, crackers, and cookies. 4. Fried foods, such as fried chicken, onion rings, and chicken nuggets. 5. Creamer made without dairy. 6. Cake frostings that have already been prepared. 7. Shortening made from vegetables. 8. Pie crusts, pizza dough, and cookie dough. 9. A variety of pastries, donuts, and pies. Although the FDA effectively prohibited companies from manufacturing foods containing trans fats, foods processed prior to 2021 may still contain artificially produced trans fats. While many restaurants, including fast food behemoths such as McDonald's, and bakeries have reduced or eliminated their use of trans fat ingredients, trans fats can still form during the frying process. As a result, you should be cautious of any deep-fried food. Here's how to reduce the amount of trans fat in your diet. Trans fat consumption should be limited, if not avoided, in a healthy diet, according to the American Heart Association. Although most food products should be free of trans fats, they may still be present in some foods. Keep the following tips in mind to protect your heart and overall health. The first is to check the nutrition label. Look for trans fats on food labels. In 2006, the FDA began requiring food manufacturers to list the amount of trans fats per serving on food package labels due to the risk that artificial trans fats pose in increasing your risk of heart disease. Labels must include the words, trans fat, or trans, on a separate line beneath the saturated fat line. If the amount of trans fats in each serving is less than 0.5 gram, food manufacturers may state that the food is not a significant source of trans fat. Secondly, avoid fried foods. It is critical to avoid cooking foods that may contain trans fats. These foods are also high in calories and saturated fat, which can increase your cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats are considered more heart-healthy fats by doctors. These are healthier fats to include in your diet. Foods that are high in these healthier fats tend to be liquid at room temperature. Vegetable oil is one example. What are monosaturated fats? This type of beneficial fat can be found in a variety of foods and oils. Consuming foods high in monounsaturated fat has been shown in studies to improve blood cholesterol levels and lower your risk of cardiovascular disease. Nuts, almonds, cashews, peanuts, pecans, vegetable oils, olive oil, peanut butter, almond butter, and avocado are examples of these foods. What are polyunsaturated fats? Polyunsaturated fats are referred to as essential fats because the body cannot produce them and must obtain them from food. This fat is primarily found in plant-based foods and oils. According to the American Heart Association, polyunsaturated fat, like monounsaturated fat, can reduce your risk of heart disease by lowering blood cholesterol levels. A type of this fat known as omega-3 fatty acids has been shown to be especially beneficial to your heart. Omega-3 fatty acids appear to reduce not only the risk of coronary artery disease, but also blood pressure and irregular heartbeats. Omega-3 fatty acids can be found in the following foods: salmon, herring, sardines and trout, walnuts, flaxseed, chia seeds and canola oil. In addition to omega-3 fatty acids, you can find polyunsaturated fat in the following foods, which contain omega-6 fatty acids: tofu, roasted soybeans and soy nut butter, walnuts, and seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds. Healthy fats are an important part of your diet, but it's still important to limit your intake because all fats are high in calories. As a result, eating foods high in monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats is a good idea. It's a strategy that will benefit your heart while also improving your quality of life.